I'm sorry. Who's this? Hello? You there? Hello.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm just having a little bit of technical difficulties here. It's Will Aiken calling on behalf of Salesfinity. What a lot of folks are finding, especially when they're doing things that way, is that they're just not getting enough conversations to make cold calling a really worthwhile effort. You know, bad data, less folks pick up the phone these days. When they do pick up the phone, they just reject the cold call right away. What they've found is by making multiple calls at the same time using what they call a parallel dialer, they're able to have more conversations over the phone. Have you ever heard of a system like that before?
Yeah. No, we've looked into dialing in the past, man, and whatever the thing that you're mentioning, it's not on anybody's mind here. It's not something they were looking to add in or invest in.
I'm assuming you found something about it that made it look like it wasn't worth considering further. What went wrong?
It's just not something that our leaders were wanting or needing or looking into. It's just something that wasn't on their mind, and I guess with the personas and the industries that we're in, like calling into it, it didn't fit into what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
For outbound.
I find a lot of the folks who don't think or find they're not a fit, should I say, for a solution like that aren't really making a huge volume of dials. It's more like a targeted approach, maybe making only 10, 20 dials a day. Do you mind if I ask how many dials have you got your sellers doing today?
Yeah, it's a lot more than that, but I don't know, 50 to 100.
How long ago do you know was it that you originally looked into dialer solutions?
I don't know, probably before COVID. I don't know, three or 4 years ago.
Oh, damn. So that was a while back. I mean, the first time I ever got my hands on a dialer, a company called, have you heard of those? Did a trial of them back in 2019. Super expensive. The tech was a bit crappy, so when you got connected with someone, you weren't sure. Although that did just happen with you and I right now. But that was on my end because my microphone's busted. Wasn't it? And my company at the time decided not to go forward with it. Because that market's moved on so far, I would be very surprised if a lot hasn't changed since y'all last took a look at it. For context, if you were doing parallel dialing to make 100 dials and have, let's say, 10 conversations in and out, you could probably do that in an hour. So you might be up to cutting down the amount of time it's spending your team, or even allowing them to make double the number of calls in a day. Does that sound even slightly worth sharing more, let's say?
I mean, yeah, of course it sounds great on over the phone, but are they making these calls and they're still in the sales loft, or what does that workflow look like?
I imagine the reason you're asking is because you don't want them jumping around a bunch of different tools and adding more work onto their plate. Have I got that right?
Well, it just has to be beneficial globally, yeah. And with what we're doing in sales loft, I mean, we're paying for that, so why not just use that, right?
Would you be against just a 15-minute overview of what that would even look like? Because it's quite hard to describe over the phone.
No, that's fair. I'm open to checking it out.
11 a.m. Wednesday?
Meetings at 11 a.m. on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Earlier or later?
On the 15th, which is Wednesday.
That looks dandy. I've got your email down here as .com. Is that the right one?
Flick over the invite, and
so if you have an idea of like what their call to connect rate is, the daily KPIs you normally set for them, and then their connector meeting, that's often a really good little way to even see and imagine what this might look like.
Heads up. I mean, I'm open to learning, seeing what it can do properly, right? But
yeah,
there's nothing being reviewed. We just got a new CEO. They're doing all kinds of reviews and tech stack evaluations, like necessary, not necessary, that kind of stuff. So just giving you a heads up, man.
A lot of folks are even struggling to keep the tools they have today. So I hear you there. We might blow your socks off and
send me some Man United socks and I'll show up.
Oh, well, now you've said that, I'm a Liverpool supporter, so I think we might have to pull that meeting right out of the calendar now.
Yeah, go ahead, delete it.
Speak to you on Wednesday, man.
All right, man.
Bye.
All right, good night.